Hello everyone! Today we will open up the third deck for the Lost Caverns of Ixalan commander deck, the Explorers of the Deep. +1/+1 counters, explore for lands and buffs. Let's open it up, see what we get. I am ill prepared because my phone is at 10%. And I am filming it on my phone, so this is gonna be... Don't be surprised if the video all of a sudden cuts to something and then I'm back. Right, we get a collector booster sample pack, of course, a deck box here, some art on it, and of course the life counter, the ever-present life cardboard life counter that goes up to 40. Right, let's take a look at the deck itself. We get a booklet here just about the deck, how to play the deck and everything. Right, so this is an interesting commander. His name is very interesting to me because he is named Hakbal. Right, if you're Dutch, yeah, it's gonna sound real familiar because it is only 2 letters shy of gehaktbal, which means it translates to meatball. So we have our old friend Meatball here, Meatball of the Surging Soul. Let's take a look at what he does. For 4 mana it's a 3/3, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, each merfolk creature you control explores. Whenever Meatball of the Surging Soul attacks, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. If you don't, draw a card. We of course get some tokens in here. Let's take a look at what they are. We have a bird token, a beast, a frog lizard, a boar, a couple of boars, map, copy. On the other side here we have merfolk, and that's about it. Nice. Very cool indeed. Let's take a look at the second commander, because the first one is Meatball, and then the second one is Sholatoyek. No, wait, Sholatoyak. The Smiling Flood. And it's an axolotl. For 6, it's a 6/6, and when Sholatoyak, the Smiling Flood, enters the battlefield or attacks, put a flood counter on target land. That land is an island in addition to its other types, for as long as it has a flood counter on it. At the beginning of your end step, untap each permanent you control with a counter on it. Ooh, nice. Okay, that's really interesting. Alright, so here we have Mist Dancer, which is one of the exclusives, and it is a 5 mana 3/3 flying. Other merfolk you control get +1/+0 and a flying. Encore 7. Then we have Ripples of Potential. For 2, it's an instant, proliferate, then choose any number of permanents you control that had a counter put on them this way. Those permanents phase out. Wave Goodbye. For 4, it's a sorcery. Return each creature with a +1/+1 counter on it to its owner's hand. Oh, without a +1. Oh, that's it. Oh, very cool. Especially in this, against this format. No, wait, with this format. Bygone Marvels. For 2, it's a sorcery, descend 8. So when you cast a spell, if there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, copy a spell twice. You may choose new targets for the copies. Return target permanent from your graveyard to your hand, exile Bygone Marvels. This can be really good late game. Deeproot Historian. For 4, it's a 3/3. Merfolk and Druid cards in your graveyard have retrace. Topography Tracker. For 3, it's a 2/2, and it enters the battlefield to create a map token. If a creature you control would explore, instead it explores, then it explores again. Whew, oh my goodness, it's a real explorer. Tributary Instructor. For 4, it's a 4/4 mentor, and whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, draw a card. I like that all of these cards don't have a lot of text on them. I really like that. Singer of Swift Rivers. For 3, it's a 3/2 flash, and when it enters the battlefield, put a shield counter on another target creature you control. And then you may cast merfolk spells as though they had flash. And then we have some reprints here. Benthic Biomancer, Commit and Memory, Coral Helm Commander, Curse of the Swine, Emperor Mihail II, Herald of Secret Streams, Kindred Discovery, Kopala, Warden of Waves, Master of the Pearl Trident, Merfolk Sovereign, Reflections of Lijada, Seafloor Oracle, Search Spanner, Svelun of Sea and Sky. Ooh, that's a pretty card. I've missed the original set, apparently. Thassa, the God of the Sea, Thieving Skydiver, Branching Evolution, Deeproot Elite, Hardened Scales, Realmwalker, Ruinous Intrusion, Cold-Eyed Selkie, Kumena, the Tyrant of Horaska, Prime Speaker Zegana, a Quandrix Command, Simic Ascendancy, Tishana, Voice of Thunder, Vodal of the Hullclade, Zegana, Utopian Speaker, Metallic Mimic, Alchemist's Refuge, Hinterland Harbor, Karn's Bastion, Mosswort Bridge, Temple of Mystery, Vineglimmer Snarl, Merfolk Cave Diver from the main set, Etherize, Deeproot Waters, Marrow Regery, Rapid Hybridization, Raven Form, Sage of Fables, Stony Brook Banneret. Ooh, nice. Nice reprint. Love that card. Beast Within, Nikanzil, the Current Conductor, also from the main set, Evolution Sage, Explore, beautiful art here again, Inspiring Call, Kodama's Reach, Growth Spiral, Kyora's Follower, Merfolk Mistbinder, Merfolk Skydiver, Tatyova the Benthic Druid, Arcane Signet, Commander Sphere, Simic Signet, Soul Ring, Swiftfoot Boots, yeah, just your average artifacts. Command Tower, Llanowar Reborn, Myriad Landscape, Path of Ancestry, Reliquary Tower, Rogue's Passage, Secluded Courtyard, Simic Growth Chamber, Temple of the False God, Unclaimed Territory. Then we have some basic lands here. So we have the forests, and of course 2 times. And the islands as well, 2 times. Right, then we get a reminder card here. And we have, of course, this pack. This makes things interesting. At least if you're low on a budget, you want to have a little taste of the collector boosters, and you do have some money saved up for a deck, or a new deck, then you can just get one of these. So our first card here is Magmatic Galleon, the extended arc. So for 4 mana, it is a 5/5 vehicle, crew 2. When Magmatic Galleon enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage to target creature an opponent controls. Whenever 1 or more creatures your opponent controls are dealt excess non-combat damage, create a treasure token. Nice. And next up we have Kutzil, Malamat Exemplar. It's just an uncommon for 3. It's a 3/3. Your opponent can't cast spells during your turn. And whenever 1 or more creatures you control, each with power greater than its base power, deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Alright, beautiful art style. I really like this. Really dig it. And again, this one is as warped as the previous one. That's just a shame. But there you have it. All in all, it seems like a pretty neat Merfolk Simic deck, and I love Simic decks, to be fair. So yeah, I can't wait to play this one. Seems like a real fun thing to do. So, thank you all very much for watching. Join the Patreon if you haven't done so already. Really helps out the channel a lot. Thank you all for watching, and see you all next time. Bye-bye.